Hi guys, welcome back to Fight Tonight channel. Who is Frank Martin, boxer from Detroit, set to be Gervonta Davis' next opponent? Gervonta Davis is set to take on Frank Martin in his next bout inside the squared circle. Davis has been out of action since last April when he locked horns against Ryan Garcia. In what was one of the year's biggest fights, Tank ended up securing a 7th round TKO. After being absent from the square circle for nearly a year, it has been reported that Davis will fight Martin in late spring or early summer. Boxing journalist Mike Coppinger reported the news on social networks and stated, Gervonta Davis and Frank Martin have agreed to a deal for a PBC pay-per-view fight in late spring/early summer for Tank's WBA lightweight title, sources tell ESPN. Davis' legal trouble sidelined him the second half of last year, but now he is back in a legitimate top 10 lightweight. If the fight does end up being made, it can prove to be one of Davis' sorest fights yet. Tank has often been criticized for the level of opponents he has fought, and the matchup against the undefeated countryman will most likely be a big challenge for him. Also, it wouldn't be different for Martin, either, as the 29-year-old is most certainly the toughest opponent he has faced in his career as of now. That said, not a lot is known about the bout as of yet. However, it will most likely headline a PBC card on Prime Video pay-per-view. What is Frank Martin's professional boxing record? Frank Martin made his pro boxing debut back in 2017 against John Edward Locate. On the night, he announced himself to the world with the first round TKO. Since then, he has fought 17 more times and currently boasts a professional record of 18-0 with 12 knockouts. Martin was last seen inside a boxing ring against Artem Haratunian when he went the distance for just the 6th time in his career. Following the fight, the undefeated boxer called out Gervonta Davis for a bout, and his wish seems to have come true. That said, it will be interesting to see if Martin can upset the odds and become the first man to defeat Davis inside the squared circle when they potentially cross paths later this year. Why hasn't Gervonta Davis been fighting? Like many fighters in Al Haymon's stable, Davis has not always been the most active. In this case, rather than boxing politics being to blame, Davis has been unable to fight due to legal reasons. Following his win over Garcia, Davis was sentenced to 90 days jail for breaching the terms of a house arrest, stemming back to a 2020 hit-and-run incident. Frank Martin can't beat Tank Davis, Leonard Tellerby said. Gervonta Davis announced that there is a target on his back. At this point, he is growing accustomed to it. Fighting the 29-year-old lightweight champ is almost like hitting the lottery or participating of the boxing's version of the Super Bowl. Simply put, life-changing money and millions of eyeballs are placed upon you when Davis picks you as his next opponent. Typically, the newly turned 29-year-old strolls his way to the ring on multiple occasions a year. In 2023, however, he was afforded that opportunity just once. Still, he made the most of it, skirting a close but clear win over Artem Haratunian in mid-July. It's rare that all 4 of the sanctioning bodies come to an agreement, but they've all grown to respect what Martin brings to the table, with the WBC and WBO ranking him in their top 6, coupled with the IBF and WBA having him placed at number 10 and number 2 respectively. A world title shot is ostensibly just a few fights away. On countless occasions, the Detroit native has pontificated over his desire to share the ring with Davis. There is also a bit of backstory. In years past, the two have attempted to take each other's heads off in heated sparring sessions. Should Martin get the call considering his pedigree, he could give Davis all he could handle, but for those who believe he can do what 29 others haven't, Leonard Tellerby of Mayweather Promotions is convinced that you have lost your mind. Frank Martin can't beat Tank Davis, Ellerby said. None of those guys can beat Davis. Frank's a good-ass fighter. He can't beat Tank off. Ellerby, by and large, has heard it all before. He is listening to previous lightweight contenders, including Ryan Garcia, bombastically blowy-eyed over what they will do to Davis, only to come up incredibly short in the ring. Currently, Martin's name continues to pick up traction. Ellerby thought wouldn't confirm nor deny whether or not he is the frontrunner. For those who are waiting patiently for something to be announced, Ellerby made it known that when the time comes, you will hear it directly from the horse month. Tank will decide who he is fighting, and when he decides that, he will make an announcement. Tank is the boss, he will be fighting soon, Ellerby said. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel.